What gallon per minute pressure washer do you need to use for actually using it in a pressure washing business?
What is going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to teach you what type of pressure washer you need to successfully start and run a pressure washing business that's going to provide quality, great cleaning, and good running time as well. First things first, when it comes to buying a pressure washer for your pressure washing business, rule number one, absolutely do not let it affect your budget where it affects your marketing budget, okay? Don't buy an 8 gallon per minute pressure washer just because you want to buy that pressure washer. Make sure it's not affecting your marketing budgets. That way you have enough money to actually spend on your marketing. That's the biggest issue we see with people who get started. So that's rule number one. Don't let it affect your marketing budget. Okay, when we're talking about different types of pressure washers for the pressure washing industry, so if you're cleaning house sidings, driveways, concrete, flat work, commercial properties, things along those lines, there's 3 main types of pressure washers that you can get. There's a direct drive, like this one right here. There's a gear drive and a belt drive pressure washer.
So as you can see in this Google sheet right here, I have it broken out into different types of pressure washers, the 3 main types, the gallons per minute, price points, all that stuff. We're about to go through it right now. So with the 3 different types of pressure washers that you have direct drive, gear driven, and belt drive. And they all range with different price points. So start things off with the direct drive. They range anywhere from $799 to $1,299. With the gear driven, they range from $1,500 to $1,600 to $3,800 in price range, and the belt drive range from $1,900 to $4,300. And that all just depends on the different gallons per minute that you use with that pressure washer. So for example, a 4 gallon per minute direct drive pressure washer is going to be $800, whereas a 4 gallon per minute gear driven pressure washer is going to be around $1,600. And so it just ranges from there depending on which one you're getting. And if you see GPM, that just means gallons per minute. And when it comes to pressure washers, gallons per minute is more important than PSI. The higher the gallons per minute, the faster the cleaning time. When it comes to the direct drive, gear drive, and belt drive pressure washers, you have different gallons per minute types. So for the direct drive, you have smaller gallons per minute with their direct drive pressure washers. The minimum amount of gallons per minute that we like to recommend to people if they're starting a pressure washing business is 4 gallons per minute. And then when you go to the gear drive pressure washers, you have a 4 gallon per minute, a 5 gallon per minute, and an 8 gallon per minute pressure washer. And with the belt drive, you have similar, but you get the 4 gallon per minute, the 5 gallon per minute, the 8 gallon per minute, and then a 10 gallon per minute pressure washer. We actually have a video, it's a short on our YouTube page that shows the 10 gallon per minute pressure washer being used. The thing's an absolute beast. So when it comes to the ranking system of the pressure washers, just based off the 3 types of them, with the ranking system, you have the direct drive pressure washer. And this is a good starter machine. Like if you're getting into the business, you kind of have a lower budget, but you really want to get started in it and you just need the equipment, direct drive 4 gallon per minute pressure washer is a great machine to get started with the business. And it's also a great machine as a backup, because if you ever need a backup pressure washer, 4 gallon per minute direct drive is perfect because you can connect directly to the house, or if you need to plumb off of a water tank, you can do that with that machine. So when it comes to the gear driven pressure washer, this is a great in-between machine. Maybe you want to upgrade from a direct drive machine, but you don't really have the budget for a belt drive machine, but you want to plumb it off of a water tank where it pulls, it has more power, it's going to run a little bit longer. The gear drive is going to be the best machine for that. It's really that kind of that bridge in between direct drive and belt driven. They're great machines. We love them. We run them. We've had them. We build them. We love them to death. They're really good for that in-between middle ground area if you don't have as much money for a belt drive, but you want the power in gallons per minute. So great in between. And then you have the belt drive. This is the commercial grade, highest quality machine that you can get. The belt drive is fantastic. If you're running a machine all day and all night, the belt drive is just so hard to beat. They're easy to fix as well. Belt drive is definitely the best machine to go with, but it all depends on your price point. Again, you don't want to affect your marketing budget, but you just need to get the best quality, for the best price point so you can be able to actually start the business. And when you start growing, then you can reinvest your money into the actual machine that you want. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is the gallons per minute, what surface cleaner to use for them, and then what they're best used for, essentially. So we'll go through that now. So when it comes to the gallons per minute types and what surface cleaner you should run with these, and it really, you want to match it with that gallons per minute, because if you're running too big of a surface cleaner with a 4 gallon per minute pressure washer, for example, you're not going to get the cleaning quality, and it's going to actually take you a long time because you have to walk so slow with that machine. So with that 4 gallon per minute pressure washer, we suggest an 18-inch surface cleaner. These are typically the best to go with this machine. It's not too small and it's not too big. It's going to allow you to walk quickly and clean with quality. When it comes to the 5 gallon per minute pressure washer, you want a 18-inch surface cleaner or a 20-inch surface cleaner. These are the best. 18-inch surface cleaner is going to allow you to walk a little bit quicker and still clean with quality. 20-inch, you're not going to be able to walk as fast, but you're going to take up more area on concrete surface to actually clean quicker. And then you have the 8 gallon per minute pressure washer. This is kind of one of those ones where it can use a lot of different sizes depending on what you want to use it actually. So with the 8 gallon per minute pressure washer, you can use a 20-inch surface cleaner, a 24-inch surface cleaner, and a 28-inch surface cleaner. I like to run a 24-inch surface cleaner. It's kind of that good happy medium. Again, it's that bridge between the three, where 24-inch surface cleaner is going to allow you to move quickly. It's going to take up a lot of surface area and allow you to clean very good with that machine. 20-inch surface cleaner is going to run fast. You're going to be walking pretty quickly. It's just not as much surface being cleaned. 28-inch surface cleaner is going to be moving a little bit slower. It's not going to take up as much surface, or it's going to take up more surface, but you're going to move slower. So that's why I like the 24-inch surface cleaner. It just runs a little bit better with an 8 gallon per minute pressure washer. And then the same thing for the 10 gallon per minute. You can use really 3 different sizes with it. You can use a 24-inch surface cleaner, a 28-inch surface cleaner, or a 31-inch surface cleaner. We actually have another video with a 10 gallon per minute using a 28-inch surface cleaner for driveway cleaning. I mean, again, it's kind of that happy bridge between the 3, but the 28-inch surface cleaner and a 10 gallon per minute pressure washer are my favorite to run if you're doing a lot of flat work. It just cleans so efficiently, so quickly. It's incredible to watch it actually run. When it comes to the actual pressure washer and what you need to use that pressure washer for, what gallon per minute pressure washer do you need to use for actually using it in a pressure washing business? It all goes into what exactly are you cleaning? Are you going to be cleaning more house sidings, or are you going to be cleaning more driveways? Are you going to be cleaning more commercial properties, flat work? It all depends on exactly what you're cleaning. So if you're cleaning, let's say house sidings, for example, and that's just all you do. You don't do driveways, anything. Let's say if you're only cleaning house sidings, the 4 gallon per minute and the 5 gallon per minute are probably the best machines for you. You're just not applying as much chemical. It's a little bit easier to use, easier in my opinion. So those 2 are the best for that. Now, if you're cleaning just flat work, like you're just cleaning truck courts, concrete, driveways, then the 8 gallon per minute and the 10 gallon per minute pressure washer, these are going to be the best for cleaning flat work. Just because they have the higher gallons per minute, it's just going to be able to run through a lot easier and a lot quicker.
There's 3 different types. So the direct drive, you can plumb from a house with a garden hose to the actual pressure washer directly, or you can set it up like a water tank like this, where it gravity feeds, so that way it can pull water from that water tank. So the other pressure washer we're going to talk about is a gear-driven pressure washer. These things range from 4 gallons per minute up to 8 gallons per minute as well. So this one that we have right here, this is one that we do build for customers. It's a 5.5 gallon per minute gear-driven pressure washer at 3,000 PSI, okay? One key feature about gear-driven pressure washers and belt-driven pressure washers is the fact that they can pull water from a water tank. They actually need it because they want to vacuum water, and sometimes garden hoses don't put out enough water from the customer's home to go to their pressure washer. So with these, like this one right here is a gear driven 5.5 gallon per minute pressure washer. This one needs a water tank to pull from because it wants to vacuum a lot of water at a very high rate of speed, so that way it's able to put out 5.5 gallons per minute at 3,000 PSI, all right? So this is a really good option. This is cheaper than a belt driven, and they run just about the same as a belt drive pressure washer. Gear drivens are kind of newer in the industry, I would say, but they're a really great machine, okay? Other type of pressure washer that you can get is a belt driven pressure washer, which is this one right here. This comes with a Honda engine. You can also get them with other different brands of engines on them and different types of pumps. But this right here is a belt drive pressure washer, and this is made to vacuum water, especially if it's a high gallon per minute machine like this one is. So this one's an 8 gallon per minute. And this one is made to pull water from that water tank right there. It cannot be plumbed to a house like with a garden hose because it needs to pull as much water as possible. So with the belt drive pressure washer, this is your most commercial grade unit that you can buy. It comes in a 4 gallon per minute, a 5 gallon per minute, and an 8 gallon per minute, and a 10 gallon per minute. And this one right here is a 8 gallon per minute, so you can run this with a 20-inch surface cleaner, a 24-inch surface cleaner, or even a 28-inch surface cleaner. And this is made to run all day and all night for you to make sure that you are providing good quality service for pressure washing house sidings, driveways, commercial properties, whatever the case may be. So this one right here is an 8 gallon per minute belt drive. So this is one of the higher priced pressure washers that you could purchase, but this one's gonna last you the longest, all right?
I hope this video taught you a lot. Essentially, we just want to help out as many people as possible. If you're looking for this equipment, if you're looking for pressure washers, surface cleaners, whatever the case may be, I have a link down below that takes you to our page that has all of our products on it. We can ship this directly to your door. We match it up to where you actually get the right piece of equipment for your budget and for your needs. If you have any questions, let us know down below. We appreciate y'all as always. Praise God and keep washing on. Woo!